English Broken Businesses. We are all about Black excellence, bringing local entrepreneurs together to inspire and motivate you through business.
So it's simple. What you can do is to listen to this story and be inspired and show to you guys nothing is impossible. If they can do it, so nathi singayenza bantwana basekhaya. Sit down and chill and listen to this wonderful story.
Follow your dreams.
Once again, it's English Broken Business. Today we are here, Langa. We're here to interview two inspirational gentlemen. The other one is doing his own coffee. The other one is doing his own muffins. It's a very inspirational episode that we're going to have namhlanje with this gentleman. Shapunjan Prayam. Nandi Prayam. Mina ngikhuluma nobani?
Khuluma noLina Msibinda, born in IKhaya from Kubusana.
Lovely, lovely. Sure. Linami, right?
Yes.
Okay, Linam, I can see that you are a very young man.
Yes.
And you are already taking boss moves.
Yes.
So, Linami, I met you, I think this is the second time.
Yes,
I'm meeting you, right? Yes.
Place.
Exactly. So the first time that we met with Linami, we never had a proper interview. It was just touch base. But today, I just want to find out from him, Uguti, what led him to start such a very good business, such a great franchise in this space. Linami, you are the owner of these beautiful and delicious muffins, right?
Yes.
Sharp game for it. You are at English Broken Business.
Yes.
So tell me then, your business of muffins, how did it start, Brian?
Okay, muffins. Ekhuleni ngizithanda muffins and
yeah. Elizabeth thanda makhekhe.
Yeah, and
yeah.
uthanda uwenza muffins
sure.
almost every Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Dinner, yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, since I came to this space,
yeah.
which is called IKhaya Le Langa.
IKhaya Le Langa. Okay.
Sifike singenanto siyenzayo.
Sure.
Saqala ukufunda ikofi lena ne.
Sure.
So as by ixesha silapha coffee shop naseSantana.
Sure.
So I decided ukuthi njengoba nisebenza apha coffee shop.
Yeah.
Mama skin promote muffins since nina background yazo.
Sure. Yes. But before we go into you creating muffins or you starting the business, I'm more interested as to what was the passion? Ukhula endlini kunjani? Ukhuliswa makhulu, ukhuliswa umama. What is your background? Like, ukhulela which side of KwaLanga here? Ikasi lakho livala KwaLanga?
Ikasi lami lapha KwaLanga.
But where? Which side?
Which side? This side.
Oh.
Same side.
Oh, okay.
Nalapha.
Oh, okay, okay. It's like just the back opposite.
Yes.
All right, sure. So, isigela attended apha KwaLanga. You went to school here?
Isigela primary. Attended apha KwaLanga.
Okay.
And the high school attended lapha Bridgetown.
Bridgetown.
Peakview igama lesikolo.
Oh, Peakview. Okay, shout out to Peakview. So, Prayami, tell me something. Ne? When you matriculated, when you finished school...
Okay, I haven't finished yet.
Oh, you didn't finish school?
I haven't finished.
Okay.
I'm still a student.
Oh, you usakeleza?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, this is so inspirational. I mean, I thought maybe you finished school, like you finished your matric and stuff. So what grade are you?
I'm grade 11 now. Next year I'm a matriculant.
So next year ushayi matric than I am.
Yeah.
So now here is a thing. How long you've been doing this business, muffin?
I can say it's been 2 years now.
2 years?
Yes, 2 years.
Wow, wow. So you started the business like 2 years ago and you are still a student?
Yes.
But now, what drove you? I understand you just said, okay, umakhulu used to bake endlini. Yeah. You've got background, yaga makhulu, who was baking for you guys, right? Yes. And then I think you picked up the skills and everything from Gumakhulu. But what pushed you to start your own thing? Because, I mean, like, ungumjida, right? Yeah. You're a young man, you're supposed to be playing soccer, you know, yes. You're supposed to be chasing ladies, chasing girls, and here you are, you're a young entrepreneur, bro.
Okay, what drives me to have my own business is
sure.
When I'm old, I need to be able to have that skill of management.
Wow.
And managing my own business. When
sure. So is that one of your maybe plans, dreams to become your own boss, to run your own confectionery company, bakery slash?
Yes, and I want to create my own recipes.
Wow. Ne? Yeah. So these are your own recipes?
Yes.
The ones that are here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. So now tell me something. How do you juggle between iskela and you pushing your business? Like, do you also sell iskela or you only sell here?
Okay, recently I'm only selling here.
Okay.
Then sell up by scale. Like
Sure.
since here by COVID.
Oh, okay.
So we had to stop. Yeah,
Sure. All right. And then you, Escala, you pushing the merchandise, which are your muffins.
Yes.
And then over the weekends, like normal Escala, you come here still,
and
we are push. Yeah.
It's maybe the day before I prepare the muffins.
Wow. What time do you even like wake up and prepare the muffins?
I have to wake up maybe about 6:30 or 6.
Really?
Yes.
And start preparing.
Yes.
So a day you prepare like how many like items or products?
25 to 30.
25 to 30.
Yes.
So no one is helping you.
Sometimes.
Oh, sometimes.
Sometimes I would
Sure.
ask an assistant to be. I
Yeah.
have my own assistants.
Not to question about, you've got assistant at grade 11. Sure. Oh, okay. So those are the ones that they also assisting you with,
Yes.
maybe going to buy flour, buying the ingredients and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. No. For you too, I'm really inspired, and this is a combo. This is a combination. Like, how did you guys like come to collaborate? Because you started with IKhaya.
Yes.
When you started here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. IKhaya Le Langa, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was inspired by the making of a coffee
Sure.
and the quality of the coffee.
Wow.
So I'm a huge fan of a coffee.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. On that note, we're sipping coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Siyabonga mntomdala. So now you tell me, ne? You saw the niche, you saw the gap, or you saw the space. So Guti, if there's a coffee, obviously there has to be
Muffins,
a muffin.
yeah. I saw the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that okay. While I'm here learning how to make coffee, I should like bring up ideas to the coffee shop.
This guy is a hustler.
Yeah.
Sure. Wow. No, that's a great thing when Abraham, what you're doing, right? And keep on inspiring other ladies, other guys. Escala. It's English broken business anyway.
Yes.
Islung said to spugil, you understand? So even that, we don't have Islung, we don't have Escala, you understand? But it's not about Escala, it's not about metric, it's not about, Escala is important, by the way, guys. School is very important, but it shouldn't be about school. If you don't have school, you can start anywhere, anytime, right? Yes. You are a grade 11 already. Yes. And you've already started your own thing. Now, I want to find out from you, Mfethu, how is the response from Ekaslako? Because you just said you live front opposite. So how is the response from your neighbors? Are you getting any support? Are they buying the stuff?
Yes, most of the neighbors are buying my stuff and they are supporting.
Wow.
Because I'm young and
yeah.
ideas. And
Yeah.
Some of my friends are also supporting.
They supporting you.
Yes.
Wow. So every day, like you've got others. Maybe sometimes you do deliver to your
sometimes I
neighbors.
have to do delivers, maybe to the church.
Wow, wow, that's nice. Sure. All right. No, keep it like that, the brother. Keep it like that. We're very moved by your story. We are very touched. As I promised last time, which I was gonna come and interview you guys. Yes. And here we are, we keep our word. If there's anything that you would like, you can look at my camera right now. If there's anything that you would like to tell a guy in your age, a boy in your age, who's probably 15, who's probably 16, you understand, and who's thinking, no, Mina, I can't start because I can't start because my peers are gonna laugh at me. What is it that you can tell a young lady who's watching us, a young boy who's watching us right now? If they also want to start their business, what can you say to them?
I can say it all starts with you.
Sure.
That's what I can say.
Sure.
We don't have to be ashamed of what we are doing, as long as we love what we are doing.
Sure.
And yeah, that's it. You have to wake up and have ideas and think more, think out loud, and maybe you might not know where your chance is and your opportunity.
Sure.
So yeah, I can say as a young adult, you should be inspired by many people around you and take that knowledge and use it for your own gain, so that you can be someone tomorrow.
Yeah. Lovely. So I know sometimes that's actually a very great advice that you just gave our viewers, right? Nami mangikhule esigela, I used to sell sweets. I used to sell biscuits. I used to sell fat kukamagwinya. I used to do those things when I was in your age, even younger than you. How old are you now?
I'm turning 19 now.
You're turning 19. So I know that when you are at school, you even like get critics. People are gonna criticize you, and then they give you names. You understand? Like Bagbize maybe, Muffin, Mr. Muffin, Makeke, and all of that. And I like what you said. It's about you. It's not about the next person. You understand? So if you have the vision, you can see the vision, and you can see what you're doing. No one should stop you. As English broken business, we don't have school, we don't have qualifications, but all that we have is a drive. We've got the inspiration, we've got the drive within us, we've got the motivation within us. So you also have that drive, you also have that inspiration. So use that drive, forget about the next person, what they think of you, what they're saying about you. Here it's a 19-year-old, he's pushing his own merchandise. He even has people that he employs. People are working for him. So what is stopping you? Wherever you are watching us, if you've got an idea, stop procrastination. Stop procrastinating. Procrastination is a thief of time. Start doing your own thing right now. If they're gonna laugh at you, if they're gonna criticize you, close your ears and start what you need to start. Do what you need to do. Brian, we are very inspired. Keep it like that. As English Broken Business, we are inspired about your story. Go out there, inspire other young men like you, inspire other young ladies like you, right? And tell them, Guti, it's possible. Today, you even like have got tourists, people from America, they come and they eat your muffin. You understand? So imagine Americans coming and eating the muffin of a boy from just opposite, Lagwa Langa.
Election boy.
Election boy. Election boy. So the tourists, even when they come here, they want this muffin. Priam, I'm gonna have the muffin. I'm gonna have the coffee. Guys, it was nice being with you. As we always say, it's English Broken Business. We always bring you inspirational stories. We bring you motivational stories. Danko. It's English Broken Business. It's a continuation of the interview that we just had with a young man. Now I'm with Grootman Lam or Aseko. Aseko Shabuze Prayam. Prayam. Second time again. We're meeting in your space. Now I'm at the garden. Good to see you too. Let's the Garden of Eden. Is this the Garden of Eden or what?
Yeah, sure. Siapila.
Siapila, ne?
Siapila.
All right, cool, sure, Prem. So our viewers were wondering and asking themselves, Guti, who are these guys? Base IKhaya Le Langa. This is where we at, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Banu put Aseko.
Okay,
Just tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Aseko khulelele Eastern Cape.
Oh, okay.
In the Wild Coast, we down in the Lusikisiki.
Oh, Lusikisiki. Shout out to Lusikisiki.
So Nisuka Pana.
Sure.
I moved to Cape Town
okay.
For a future yam.
Sure.
For iskela, otherwise I was now in the bigger city. That's where platform corner and opportunities.
Yes.
So that's what the main focus, and then we start otherwise.
Okay.
So then I came to Cape Town around about 2012.
Sure.
Yeah. So then I couldn't further my studies.
Oh.
But then then those typical stories about out lokshini.
Sure.
And then end up in the streets. So then I came to the space as Sibona Silapa IKhaya Le Langa.
Yeah.
And then this is a social enterprise.
Sure.
So it's an incubator, like ecosystem Alapa. It's
I think sorry Ukata, before you go to tell us about the space that we at.
Yeah, sure.
I'm very interested about you not finishing Iskela, not finishing school, and you ending up in the streets. What do you mean when you say you did not finish school and then you end up in the streets?
So Iskela was to further your studies in college or university.
Sure.
You need the money.
Yeah.
So those are one of the barriers.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then.
So you never had in your funding and all that.
Yeah, sure.
So what did you do? You drop out.
Yeah. One of the statistics dropouts.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So
yeah.
That's how it happened.
Okay.
And then you guys end up as Ganga.
Wait, we were Ganga?
No, like not really like Kukanga, but
okay.
So it's either there's two ways. There's two paths, so
Sure, sure.
it's either you go in deep, ukangeni,
Oh, wena
just-
ukanganga like deep,
no,
kangenje.
yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure. Okay, so was this happening around la kwalanga or kwelinye ikasi?
ayikho enye ikasi.
Ufikele kwalapha kwalanga?
Ulanga ikasi yami.
Oh, all
That's where I
right.
learned most of the things.
Sure.
Yeah.
The man that you are,
Yeah,
Ulanga
to
made
make
you, right?
Exactly.
All right. So now tell me, okay, iskela sikho wazamuke itratini, and then you could see which okay, into stratini, it's just not my life, it's just not me.
Yeah.
So where does this whole business background comes and ideas? Ifika makwenze njani?
Ifika lo background xa ndifikelela apha kwikhaya lelanga, and then
Okay.
yeah, so this is where it's all started.
Sure.
Yeah, so apha this space works as an incubator.
Sure.
Ecosystem is made out of small businesses as operator kwalapha, which is we kind of support each other.
Sure.
Yeah, so and then ecosystem yalapha, so siyasebenzisana.
Okay.
As by now earlier on, yeah, this young guy, Ulinam.
Ulinam, yeah, the guy the muffin guy, yes.
So we are co-working.
Okay.
And
Sure.
then okay, let me take it the background kancane where how I ended up
In this
Yeah,
space.
and run a coffee shop.
Sure.
So apha kwesi space ndifikile as a volunteer.
Okay.
So without any experience.
Really?
Hospitality or nani.
So you came with no idea,
Exactly. I didn't even know one day I have my own business.
Sure.
Bengayazi ingekho idea because esikela ndifunde technical subjects.
Okay.
Civil.
Which is something way different from what you're doing now.
Exactly. So that's how life works, I guess.
Yeah.
So ndifikile apha and I exposed with a lot of things. There's also art here.
Sure.
There's tourism, there's hospitality, but then ndatsaleleka kwicala le hospitality. That's where I developed the passion here.
Sure.
I figure up kukhona just an espresso machine.
Oh, okay.
Without singamajita ngumntu ezame, but then I played with this big machine in front of me.
Sure.
Sure. Moshakala yonke lona. It was a self-taught thing.
Sure.
So it was a self-taught. I'm a self-taught barista.
Wow.
So
Self-taught. So you didn't go to a scaler to become a barista. Yeah. But now here is the thing. Ufike nini la?
It was around about, if I'm not mistaken, around about 2014.
14.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
with no business background, with no business registered, no certificate.
Nothing.
You just came here and you blank.
Yeah.
Wow. Sure.
Ukuhlala apha
Estratini, ujikeleza nelanga namajita. Sure. Wow.
So this is how it happened.
Yeah.
Iqale kanjalo, and then it's a work in progress.
Of course.
So abantu abaninzi, I will say it's resilience. That's where it's part of me. Maybe it's my family background.
Sure.
So we never give up. We always pushing.
Wow.
And then this space is a long life learning space. So we are allowed to make mistakes.
Of
but
course,
then we always have to be accountable.
Of course.
That's the thing is we need to be accountable
of your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Even though it's a space you can allow. So that is one of the things I love about this space. And then akukhetha ukuba ungubani suka phi. Whether you come from
so doors are open for anyone and everyone.
Wow.
That's actually the story I'm interested, because last time I was here there were tourists from America, you remember, right?
Yeah.
So there was a story that I heard with some of the guys that are working here, they used to be incarcerated basuka eTrongweni. So what is that story? Do you have those guys here
some
that
of
you
them,
work with?
Went off
okay.
to do their own things.
Sure.
But then
but the place itself, like it has, sure.
Yeah, it always been a home for everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
As exclude bantu apha.
Yeah.
But then sifuna I commitment yako just to show up.
Okay.
Treat this space as a working environment space. As if we want to work at a waterfront.
Sure.
So this is what we wanted. This is like we value this space, asset here too, and then the also main things that this is we focus on is to keep the place green, clean and safe.
And it is very clean,
Yeah,
bruh.
so that's where anyway in the world, how to, whether you wanna build a business or in now, you need to keep your space clean and green and safe.
Sure.
Yeah, so zizinto ezona lesigxininisa kuzo ezo.
Okay.
Yeah. And then ke ngoku safikelela apho ke ngoku talking back about my coffee shop. I also do training yamajita lapha elokishini who are socially excluded or dropouts, or also.
Yeah.
So ndisebenzisana kwangoku noVusumzi is my second command. If I
Sure.
cook the coffee shop, he's the one who's running the coffee shop. So that's how we're supposed to be, like, to see this business upscaling and
Sure.
running itself, whether andikho kwanye ndikhona.
It's very inspirational what you guys are doing here. You understand? Because you are Amachita who grew up here.
Yeah.
And then now you are using the very same space, Esila Ekaslane,
Yeah.
you know, to host. You know, I'm very interested as like, you are not just hosting the nationals, but you are hosting the internationals.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's so many opportunities that you guys are getting. There's so many opportunities that you guys are receiving here. So, but then now, where to from here? Because I know one thing, which you look up to Ikhrotmani Usigi, and shout out to Ikhrotmani Usigi. He always like gives us the space side.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now the thing is, where to from here? Do we see Assembly's cafe in another town, in another city, in another location?
Yeah, that's what I want. To Upper is saying that Langa first, and then also looking to other opportunities as Izayo. But then I want to establish myself. Upper Kwalanga should be at least we have 10 coffee shops.
Wow.
At least we should also like in the suppose.
That's a hub anyway.
Yeah,
that's a hub,
so
sure.
Langa, like it's a museum, a walking museum.
On itself.
Yeah. So there's a lot of heritage up.
Sure.
I see a lot of potential up Kwalanga.
Sure.
Yeah, and then but then the
that's great,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I'm very inspired. I'm very touched. I'm very moved. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Your story is one of these inspirational stories. You understand? Not every out Yasekasi would end up being where you are, you know, because there's a lot of negativity that's happening in cars, you understand? When I saw fungenza matia, so fungenza makofi, you understand?
And they are forgetting to talk about
what are we actually drinking here?
We're having Ilenoza, Impepo.
Impepo. So Impepo yaphuza umuntu omdala.
Yeah, so Impepo it's for your cold and coughs.
Really?
Headache, yeah, and also like cleansing, especially my lady when they are on their periods. They should be drinking Impepo just to help them clean their system and to help them like with cramps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Impepo has a lot of uses. It's a must. Impepo.
So it's one of those African indigenous
so
plants.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
It's our indigenous plants. Most
of them
Impepo. Yeah.
So where's Impepo here?
This is actually Impepo. Yeah.
Oh, Impepo.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Usually, Impepo.
Sure, that's what we know. So I never knew what yaphuzo.
Yeah, exactly. So Impepo. And this herbal tea garden is for, especially was inspired during the COVID.
Okay.
Everyone was like. Remedy.
Oh yes. Sabanye mihlonyani. Do you also have mhlonyani here? Oh, okay, just behind us. Okay, cool, sure.
So this was part of the inspiration, and like always we try to be creative and always be ahead of the curve. That's our also like vision here, to like always be ahead of the curve.
Do you have maybe any stories of someone that maybe came and bought one of your teas, and do you have those stories?
I have quite a lot of following. Only this Uyenza is to bring in the youth, to learn more about our indigenous herbs. Because for now, it's just for your elders.
Yeah.
Because they are familiar with with the herbs.
Yes, with the herbs, yeah.
So okwangoku ngabo abantu endibafumanayo.
Sure.
Yeah.
And again, without ungena emlonyeni umuntu omdala, knowledge is power, guys. Knowledge is power. Sometimes we are very ignorant, and things that we misquote, or things that sometimes we judge without us knowing the coexistence of these things, why these things are here or why these things were made, because we don't have a clear understanding of these plants. Like mina, it's only today I knew ukuthi impepho iyaphuzwa. Mina ngazi ukuthi impepho into eqhunyiswayo. You understand? And during the COVID, we lost a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly,
You understand? We lost a lot of people because there was no cure. And I'm also not saying that you can cure COVID, right?
Exactly.
But there was no cure. And then later on, we started hearing about mihlonyane, people can drink mihlonyane, and all of those things, you understand? So these are herbs that are not man-made, but they were made by God. So there's a reason why we have these indigenous plants. So umzimba wethu does need these plants. So now the collaboration of this, it's umhlonyane in the tea and
apple mint.
And apple mint inside.
Yeah, apple mint inside.
Okay, so apple mint is also good for umzimba.
Yeah, umzimba. Like mint kwayo, it's good for your also umzimba wako.
Okay.
Mint, usually you always use the mint.
Sure. And now that is winter, does it also work very effectively?
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
So when you don't experience some flu and colds, you don't get that like for iskate seed.
Yeah, because we are surrounded by this ecosystem.
Sure. Yeah, I think when I'm Ganami, you've got a very unique business. Talking about Ikofilako and now talking about your new establishment, which is your Impepo and mint tea. Refused, exactly, that's what you call it. Briami, thank you so much for Histor Sako. Thank you so much for your business Lako. Thank you so much for making time for us as English Broken Business.
Sure.
Continue to inspire other gents. Continue to inspire other people. You never know. I mean, I normally say it's crowded here at the bottom. So let's meet at the top. So sooner or later, I don't see you just here Walanga, but I see this tea at Josie, I see this tea at Pulukwane, I see this tea Eastern Cape, I see this tea at Durban. You understand? So let's tell these good stories. Let's motivate other people. Let's motivate other neighbors around Witbafetu. It is possible. A man without skill, a man without iskela, a man without funding. Here he is today, he's got his own business. And to you who are watching us right there at home, or maybe you're watching us from the laptop, from your cell phone, I would like, when I got money, maybe to give them a word or two of an advice. Maybe there's a lady opposite or there's a lady next door, like, Uyasaba, she wants that, to start.
The thing is, just do it. Because in our communities we've been robbed a lot about we can't.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like for instance, like like how to be conscientious.
Sure.
They just do it like because they've been taught in a younger age that you can do it.
Sure.
With okay, apartheid happened, and then what's happening next? So we need to enable ourselves.
Sure.
Can sing like
so just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
No, and keep on doing it.
Nati
will keep on doing it. Now we're at home. Keep on doing it.
Exactly.
Once again, we are English Broken Business. Remember, we are here to serve you. We give you good stories. We give you inspirational stories. These are people who are just like me and you. These are people who are from the same hood like me and you. So there's nothing special about him. There's nothing special about me. There's nothing special about you. We're all the same. But there's that thing that you need to give your community. You need to give South Africa. You need to give Abantu Bagini, which is your skills and your talent. Once again, we're signing out as English Broken Business. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week. Ngiyabonga mfowethu.